In a peaceful village nestled amidst lush green fields and tall mountains, there lived an old man named Ramnath, whom everyone lovingly called Grandpa. Grandpa was no ordinary old man. He was the heart of the village. His wisdom, kindness, and calm demeanor made him a figure of respect and love among the villagers. He had lived a long life filled with experiences, and every wrinkle on his face told a story of its own. Grandpa's small house was built under a sprawling banyan tree that had stood for generations. Every evening, Grandpa would place his wooden chair under the tree, and the villagers, young and old, would gather around him. The children especially adored him. They would sit cross-legged on the ground, eagerly waiting for the stories he told. Grandpa had a way of narrating that made his stories come alive, as if the listeners could see the characters and feel the emotions. One day, a boy named Mohan, known for being curious and a little impatient, approached Grandpa after everyone had left. "Grandpa," Mohan said, "you always tell us such amazing stories, but I want to know something real. Does hard work truly bring success? Sometimes it feels like no matter how much effort I put in, nothing changes." Grandpa smiled, his eyes twinkling with warmth. "Ah, Mohan," he said, "that's a very good question. Let me tell you a story from my own life. It's not a tale of heroes or kings, but a story of perseverance and belief." The children who overheard Mohan's question gathered back around. Grandpa began, "When I was your age, life in our village was very different. We didn't have many resources, and one year, disaster struck. A severe drought hit the land, and all the crops withered. The wells ran dry, and people began to despair. Some families decided to leave the village, thinking there was no hope left here. But my father was a man of great faith and determination. He said to me, 'Ram, we must stay. Giving up is not the answer. We will fight this together.'" Grandpa's voice softened as he continued. "I was young, just like you, and I didn't understand how we could fight something as big as a drought. But my father had a plan. He gathered the villagers who were willing to stay and said, 'We'll dig deeper wells, channel water from the nearby river, and plant seeds that can survive in harsh conditions.' It sounded impossible, but he inspired us with his confidence. For days, weeks, and months, we worked harder than ever before. We dug under the scorching sun, our hands blistered, and our backs ached. There were times when I wanted to quit, but my father's words kept me going. He used to say, 'Ram, every drop of sweat you shed will one day bloom into something beautiful.' Slowly, our efforts began to show results. We managed to create a small irrigation system from the river. We planted the seeds, and one day the first green shoots appeared. I can't describe the joy we felt.